Today I'm going to be talking about flying marches specifically. We're going to be doing 5 flying marches with different commanders that you can be putting together with mastery skills and change basically one of their skills into making it a proper tuned out and let's just say kind of scary march to put in Season of Strife. And with that, we need to address one thing because MrSneakyy, yes, I did a big boo-boo. I messed up on my very first video talking about Nico and Kanara putting provocation on there. And that's kind of why I needed you guys, obviously, to pick it up. Plus, in the optional section, so just to let you guys know, in the optional section of that video is different skills to be using. Same with this one. So you can see Oracle's Grace, Wielded Shield, and Aerial Formation. So if I make any mistakes like that again in the future, which I should normally, is kind of rare for me to do, well, just replace it with one of those optional skills. So just as a heads up for you guys, but we should be fine. I haven't made any mistakes here in this video anyway. So let's dive into the first flying march that we're going to be talking about, because obviously we've got flying archers, we've got flying mages, flying cavalry at the moment. We've got the 6 mastery skills on the top corner that I'm going to be using in today's video, and like I said, the 3 optional ones down at the bottom in case you want to change any of them for something else. Those are 3 other good ones that I would recommend as well. So march 1 is going to be the flying archers. We've got Freygar with Craig, and the best thing about Craig in this patch is kind of cracked. Same with Freygar, because you're going to be swapping at Craig's 4th skill with any of these 2. So Provocation or Light of Solan is great on this flying pair because you're going to have massive amounts of rage generation and hero skill damage if you go down that hero of the Light of Solan blade, right? Or if you want a bit more just natural damage but tankiness, Provocation is really good. Just getting that 10% hero skill damage reduction is going to be massive against other players that are running like Fear and Atheists still. You're going to be beating them straight out just because of that one skill. So really do like that. Nice easy combo straight away to dive into the video. Now, March 2, Fear and Bertrand. So people are probably wondering, why have I picked Fear and Bertrand? And to be honest, Fear and Bertrand is perfectly fine how it is. But I want to do some experimentation. Like I said, this is a bit more spiciness, and you guys come to the channel to find a little bit more creativity and thought-provoking content, right? So what we're going to be doing here is actually replacing Bertrand's 4th skill, because his 4th skill is honestly really, really good. However, if your Bertrand is like 5551 or like 5511, you could replace that skill with Interdiction, which is actually a really good skill for flying mages, because this is Valen's skill. It's going to allow you to have that 20% march speed reduction so you can chase down targets, and you are now destroying or reducing 20% of their magic defense, which is great. You're going to be hitting even harder than before. So if you've got good Valen, you could use his skill, replace it on your 1 skill on the Bertrand, and you're going to be surprised how this is going to be a really good budget march for Season of Strife. So I really do like this. You can see where we're kind of going with this video with flying units specifically. Now we're going on to March 3. And this is where we're going to have Cavs. And Cavs is going to be really interesting because you can do this in numerous ways, and you can see another one later down the line. But first things first, Thorondal and Craig. You can put Thorondal and Craig already as a flying Cav march. People love it. It does a load amount of damage. But why not change that 4th skill on Craig, put on Quickening Blood, so you can just get raw stat for those Cav units. Or even better, get Winged Embrace and get the 10% less damage taken in all scenarios, plus 20% march speed. Can I just tell you guys, that sounds already kind of crazy for those flying chickens out there. And on top of this, this is kind of where I want to throw in some honorable mentions from that optional list. Oracle's Grace. This thing is going to be really good too. The fact that you're getting flat physical attack bonus and hero skill damage reduction, you could put also this skill onto your Craig and you're going to be doing really good work. So just to showcase there, look, you've got a bunch of options already with these 3 flying marches and the optional skills that I haven't mentioned, plus the ones that I have, right? So it's going to be a really fun season to see creativity for the player base in its full tuition, right? So now we're going into March 4. So March 4 is going to be, again, Atheist with Bertrand. And we're going to be doing the exact same thing I did before, where we're going to be swapping out Bertrand's 4th skill. So again, if your Bertrand is 5511 or 5551 and you're not really got that 4th skill up and you're kind of budget saving, why not replace it with Watcher's Blade or Light of Soland? That is going to generate this crazy flying march, the most amount of rage generation it's going to be able to get because of Atheist's 2nd skill, because of Watcher's Blade and Light of Soland having that rage accumulation speed. It's a really good choice where you can pick either one and just make this single target burst go overdrive. On top of this, again, I don't want to set all of the skills right, but you can use loads of different optional skills like Oracle's Grace again, or even Aerial Formation to give 10% attack and 10% defense if you just want flat stats all the time. So really interesting one to rock on that 4th one. But to finish the video off, and we're going to try and make these videos nice and short now, and as you can tell, I'm getting a lot better at this video side of things of quality. This is going to be one which is going to catch everyone off guard, but it's going to be really clever, and you guys are going to love this. It's going to be your Forendil with your Freygar. And the thing is, with Freygar, as you know, your not fourth skill, but your 3rd skill is all about Archer, right? So it's all about marksman buffs, giving marksman all of the buffs. However, the other 3 skills are actually Legion-based skills. And a lot of people do run Forendil and Freygar, just trying to do as much damage in a burst, and then using the crit to kind of fulfill, you know, the time in between their next rage cycle, which isn't a bad idea at all for a flying march. But why not just remove, again, the fact that you can just get rid of these marksman stats on your Freygar and replace them with Quickening Blood? And that's going to give you Cavalry stats now, which is so much more superior to the march. Or Winged Embrace, Oracle's Grace as well, even Aerial Formation. All of these different stat changing skills are going to be really interesting for the Cavalry version of this march, right? Forendil and Freygar. So it's good. You can see how flying in Season of Strife actually probably has its own meta and probably has its own way it wants its own mastery skills to be aligned up. If you're going down that path of using flying units mainly and trying to do as much damage as well as possible. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video series we've been doing on the channel since obviously the Season of Strife has been out. You guys have been enjoying all the different pairings that I've been thinking of, as well as all the different mastery skill combinations that have been available. Just to clear up one last time, if you've watched the very first video when I mentioned the Nico and Kanara, just remember, check the pinned comment. I do meant to mean Oracle's Grace because it's such a powerful skill instead of that. If you enjoyed this video, smash a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want more of these videos, or if you want to post some of your suggestions in the Discord, maybe I'll make one more video like this where I get the best community suggestions from 5 pairs with 5 skills that you can put on, even if it's a double skilling, and we'll make that video if you want it. So if you do, put a comment down below, put the work in on the Discord. You know what to do. Put in the link, click it, and you're going to join it. So with all of that said, smash that, comment, and subscribe. Till the next one, stay safe, stay sneaky. Peace out.